Welcome into Farmers National Bank Field here on the campus of Youngstown State, where we're going to get ready for our first taste of some Mid-American Conference play for women lacrosse, as we have Youngstown State set to face the UMass Minutewomen here in some action starting today. Last time out, the Penguins fell to Marquette 19-9 here at Farmers National Bank Field. But a highlight of that game was Claire Benziger continuing her stellar start to her sophomore season as she scored a career-high 5 goals in that game, giving her 14 goals on the season. While for UMass, they enter today's matchup winners for their last 5 games and boasting a 5-2 overall record. Last time out, they outlasted Dartmouth 17-14, where they had 3 players net 4 goals. They currently lead the MAC in goals per game with 14, and Cassidy Morris of UMass is tied for the conference lead in points per game with 4.86. I'm Will Anderson, joined here today by my partner, Zach Zajakowski, as we get ready for some great lacrosse here. Zach, you want to give us a little bit about this matchup?
Yeah, of course. So this is the first ever matchup between YSU and UMass, as UMass is a brand new team to the MAC coming in from the Atlantic 10 Conference. The Minutewomen have spent the previous 27 seasons as a member of that Atlantic 10 Conference and had dominated the league during its final 16 seasons, winning at least of the regular season or tournament titles in each of those seasons. You ready for this, Will? They went 116-1. You heard that. 116-1. Against Atlantic 10 opponents over their last full 14 seasons. They won their last 55 games against conference opponents from dating all the way back to April 28th, 2018, all the way through till today. Their last conference loss was a 17-16 overtime setback versus WVCU on April 22nd, 2018.
We'll see what happens here today. We'll see if the Penguins can make that 2 losses versus conference opponents, as we are ready to get this one going. Ball's out. YSU gets it. That is your reigning MAC Defensive Player of the Week that had it there for a second, Mackenzie Flanagan. Ball's out. That's going to be a little foul there already. Youngstown State in foul trouble. That's definitely one of the keys going into this game. UMass, only 15 fouls total on the season, averaging just a little over 2 per game. Well, Youngstown State has 64. Jenna Cook herself has 13 so far. So that's going to be something to look at as we get this game going. UMass quickly on the offense here. We'll see what they can do on their first offensive possession. We have Alyssa Edwards in goal for Youngstown State after she was subbed in about 8 minutes into the last contest against Marquette. So we'll see what she can do here today after getting the start.
Yeah, both goalies, Brooke Harper and Alyssa Edwards, they both appeared in at least 4 games this season in net.
And that's going into the back of the net for UMass. Quick early goal here. Just a minute in as they get a goal on the woman up opportunity. Some good behind GLE work, and that's Ava Connaughton getting her goal, the junior from Westwood, Massachusetts.
Yep. You saw the setup pass there from number 4, Cassidy Morris. She saw that Ava Connaughton had nobody around her at GLE. Passed that work down there. I mean, just looping around the goal like that, there's nothing you could do if you're Alyssa Edwards, and that's a fast and early start for UMass.
That's what they want to do. They've, as we mentioned, get lots of goals, so they're going to want to keep this pressure up on this Youngstown State defense that has let a decent amount of goals in as of late. They've been outshot in all of their games so far. So we'll see what happens today against this offense. That was going to be Youngstown State's ball here. Claire Benziger with it. We'll see if she can get it up, keep control here. Just like last week versus Marquette, we mentioned, with such a strong offense the other team has, you can't get any empty possessions down there. Every possession, you got to try to get a shot off if you can, but that one's going to be empty as of now after some great defense, and it's Lil Hancock with the ball. Getting it up the field quick, up to Heather Clark. Clark with it. They're trying to pass around. It's Katie Pearson. We'll see what happens as today we have the MAC Defensive Player of the Week going against the Offensive Player of the Week. Mackenzie Flanagan, as I mentioned, won the Defensive MAC Player of the Week, as there's a save by Alyssa Edwards to get some great defensive play there, as Flanagan had 6 ground balls, 3 caused turnovers, and 5 draw controls in the last matchup versus Marquette. There's a little bit of an errant pass that's going to give it back to UMass from Alyssa Edwards. Well, for UMass, they have the Offensive Player of the Week from the MAC with Dylan Lyons, as she got some goals there, and there's another goal there for UMass.
Yeah, just going too fast for that Penguins offense. I mean, you'll see it right here. It was off that caused turnover. There's a great first stop there by Alyssa Edwards, but I mean, right on the doorstep. Ava Connaughton again, her second already in a matter of 2.5 minutes.
She was in a great position on that one. Alyssa Edwards, happy with herself, made that first save after a tough shot, but just in the great position was UMass, and specifically Connaughton. So quick 2-0 lead here for the Minute Women. So we'll see if Youngstown State can get the ball here off this draw control and try to get some offense going. Quick 2 shots, 2 goals for Ava Connaughton.
Yep, that's efficiency. And you had to come to expect it from UMass. I mean, as we brought it up, their last conference loss was all the way back in 2018. So they don't mess around when it comes to conference play. This is their first time in the MAC, and they're not messing around here either.
Yeah, they want to dominate in the MAC just as much as they did in that Atlantic 10 conference. And coaches seem to think they will, as in that preseason coaches poll from early February, they were picked to finish first, with 6 of the 8 first place votes going to them. So see if they can keep up that dominance as they've expected and others expect of them as well. So we'll see the Youngstown State Penguins here trying to get some offense. We'll see if they can. That's that Kreutzer sister connection there for a second. Ugh. Ava Kreutzer, the older sister, the junior, scored last week off an assist. There's a rifled shot just wide, but Youngstown keeps it. Allie Garrett trying to run in quick, flings that one down, and that's a goal for her. Gives the Youngstown State their first goal of the game here. 3.5 minutes in. We'll see, make it 2-1. Gets the ball off the wide shot and just flings it by from behind Gia Lee. Nothing there that Bailey Duffy could do.
Yeah, controlling it off the reset. She saw her space. That fake pass really opened up a lot of motion, a lot of range for her. Swing that shot in, side, hip ways, makes it harder for the goalie to save. That's a beautiful one. YSU needed it.
That's who scored last week twice and gives her 6 goals on the season, Allie Garrett now. It was her and Claire Benzinger who had multi-goal performance against Marquette. So they'd love to see some more offense from her. And that's exactly what she delivered there. The quick rifle in. Bobbled there. That was Sienna Delio. Could not get control of it. So Youngstown State gets the ball here. Can they get the clear, get up the field, and try to tie this game back up here quick? Some great defense there. But Allie Garrett fighting for it. Just falls there, top of your screen, not able to get it. So UMass will get the ball here now on offense. Quickly go, oh, goes down, but clean, and now keep control. Some good passing here we've seen so far from the Minute Women.
Yeah, the little shuffle pass right there to keep this attack alive. Now they're going to take their time, listen for the play calls. They're waiting for this fresh sub to come in.
We'll see what they can do here now. Running in quick. Saved there by Alyssa Edwards off a great shot. So UMass gets the reset now. Youngstown just scored off there is what will happen here for the Minute Women. Firing some passes around. Just trying to see a hole get into that defense. So here we go. Here it is now. High shot. Tipped. We're giving it back to the Minute Women. That was Cassie Morris, the redshirt sophomore, with the shot there. Alice Edwards gets her stick to it up high.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure from Mackenzie Flanagan, the MAC Defensive Player of the Week.
There's a almost intercepted ball. Ball's out. Ball's loose. What's going to happen? Who's going to pick it up? It's going to be Alyssa Edwards. Great defensive stop there for the Penguins. UMass got a couple of shots off, but Alyssa Edwards comes up big and leaves that scoreless as there's just another errant pass, but Avery-Kreutzer coming in big, try to get it. And it's Youngstown State's ball. Avery-Kreutzer gets control here. Some Penguins playing aggressive, playing quick. So you beat a team like this, put all your effort in, you go quick on them. Can't keep up with the pace sometimes.
Oh yeah, the effort is through the roof right now for the Penguins. I don't think we've seen them push pace like this in a while.
And we mentioned fouls, haven't had too many here now, even playing aggressive. So play aggressive, but got to play smart, and that's what they've done so far in these first about 6 minutes. So we see Youngstown State now on the offense, trying to tie this game up 2-2. Some quick movement behind there, behind Gia Lee. Flings a pass. It's with Claire Benziger. See if she does. Pass inside, Avery-Kreutzer just high. Say not tipped, so UMass gets the ball. It's going to be Bailey Duffy, a sophomore goalkeeper from Queensbury, New York, starting this reset for them. They're going quick themselves now. Bridget Valentine trying to quickly score from taking it all the way. But defended there, has to pass it out. They get it inside. Can they get the shot? Can they get the goal? They do get the shot off the bar there.
Yeah, it was a good rebound save there. Alyssa Edwards a bit out of position, but kept the eye on the ball. Got to where she needed to be for that one.
We get UMass here. See if they slow it down here now. It was a lot happening there in just a short amount of time. So I'm running all the way up the field, try to go quick.
Yeah,
got it knocked loose.
Yeah, 2-3 passes was about all they needed. It looked a little bit like Marquette last week against the Penguins. Their clear game last week was phenomenal. It took them about 2 or 3 passes. They were right down in that offensive zone.
And there's a goal there in that offensive zone from Carrie Finneran, the freshman from Andover, Massachusetts. Gets UMass up 3-1 here now.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to get with the good ball movement. I mean, we saw it. There's about 2 to 3 quick passes. You'll see it right here.
It's a great cut inside.
Yeah. Right in front of Alyssa. Right in front of Alyssa Edwards. Nothing she could do about that.
We'll see what happens when we return here.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question. It's the answer. Youngstown State University. Know why.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, Penguins football has a very special place in my heart. I understand what it takes to be the very, very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. Part of your contribution will be tax deductible and benefits the YSU Athletic Scholarship Fund. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Welcome back here where the UMass Minute Women just took a 3-1 lead here on Youngstown State Women's Lacrosse. It was a very hectic couple minute there as UMass went on a quick clear attempt at a shot that was saved by Alyssa Edwards. UMass was able to get the rebound and ground ball pickup. Shot hit the post and then calmed down a little bit and were able to get a goal in that back of the net from Carrie Finneran to make it 3-1. Very hectic there for a second for sure, but they're able to control the pace We'll see who is able to control this draw control. Try to go on the offense now. It's gonna be, UMass players are fighting for themselves over it there for a second, but UMass does get control. Going quick here now. Now taking the time a little bit in the hands of Cassidy Morris. Morris with 2 UMass players with 2 shots on the day. She's 2 assists so far on the 3 goals. She's trying to get her own there, and she does. Gets that one in high. Just past Alyssa Edwards' outstretched stick. Give herself one.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier. She's tied for the MAC lead in points per game with 4.86. And I mean, that's why right there on full display. The left-handed step-down shot. Nothing you could do if you're Alyssa Edwards. I mean, that's just beautiful positioning. That was a beautiful play overall by UMass, and an even better shot to capitalize the whole play.
Exactly right. Yeah, Cassidy Morris came into this game with 22 goals and 12 assists already. So she's been prolific out there on the field and adds another goal for her tally to go along with those 2 assists that I already mentioned. UMass now up 4-1 here. 7:07 remaining in this first quarter. So we go forward, see if Youngstown State can get some offense going. Had a good couple attempts. They had some good defensive possessions as well. Youngstown State with the ball. Claire Benziger with it. She's the one you want the ball in her hands for sure as of late. 5 goals, career high last game. She's been great all season so far.
Yeah, she really took it to Marquette last week. Marquette, they were about a top 15 offense in the country when they came to Farmers National last week. They left their mark on this field.
Yes, they did. 19 goals in that match for them. Xavier Kreutzer here with it. Getting it inside. Trying to fake it, gets it back out to Claire Bensger. Top of it. What can she do with it? Dumps it out to Kreutzer. Half the shot clock gone. Just testing this UMass defense, seeing what they can get. The lone goal so far from Allie Garrett coming off a reset behind the goal all herself. See what happens on this one. Just, you have time. You gotta play your game right now if you are Youngstown State. Don't want to rush this, cause any unnecessary turnovers. There was one close there, but great snag. There's an unfortunate pass there, but that was Kendall Jerry with a great snag that kept it alive for a second before UMass quickly goes the other way. Cassidy Morris with it, leading this attack. Dumps it off, running in quick. Pass behind. Cassidy Morris with it again now. Ball's knocked loose for a second before Carrie Finneran gains control for the Minutewomen. Youngstown State's doing their best to try to limit the shots that this UMass team can get. There's a great job there, causing a turnover. Now Liz Edwards gets it in goal. Had some FP pass. That was not one there. Skylar Pigram going the other way for Youngstown State. Going herself. Good clear right there. Quickly up the field herself. Not much pressure from UMass on that one.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Penguins needed. A pretty quick turnover on that one. UMass looked like they had an opportunity. It took them about 2 passes to get down the field into a scoring chance. But it was great defense, great stops overall by the Penguins.
They just did not let them get a clear look, so they get some sticks in there, cause the turnover, cause it to go the other way. Leah Gasowitz causing that turnover down on the other end for the Penguins. See what happens here as they're trying to find another shot and another goal for themselves. Haven't had too many opportunities so far. Just the 2 shots on the day right now, compared to UMass's 9, including 6 on goal for the Minutewomen. So it's been a kind of a problem all year long for the Penguins. Haven't had the shots that they've allowed, and that's not a recipe for success, as we all know. Can't get goals if you can't get shots. And that's what's happened so far. As we get into the single digits of this shot clock, we'll see if Youngstown State can get the shot off. And no, it's turned over. UMass with it. Great defense there from UMass. Talked to Youngstown State, had some good defense. That was even better defense, smothering defense from the Minutewomen.
Yeah, and for a full 90-second shot clock as well, which is a very hard thing to do.
It's not even like Youngstown State had a shot, got the rebound. No, they just couldn't get a shot off that they liked. UMass was all over them on that defensive side, applying all the pressure in the world. See if Youngstown State can do something similar. What a save there by Alyssa Edwards. Just of a great start so far, but a couple passes haven't gone her way right now.
Yeah, that was a beautiful save by Alyssa Edwards. I mean, once again, the Minutewomen have another wide open woman right next to the crease, but that time Alyssa Edwards did a great job staying big, staying tall in there, not falling for any shot fakes, keeping that stick high, giving the Penguins more opportunities.
Yeah, it's been good game for Alyssa Edwards so far in this start. Already up to 3 saves. We'll see what she does here. It's going to be a foul on Youngstown State. This has definitely been one of the issues we mentioned, those fouls. Especially these are not the ones you want to give up, those free position goals. Miss has been pretty good. See who's taking it here. One step off the chest protector of Alyssa Edwards.
Yeah, I think that might have been off the helmet. Great job being in the position at the right time. Like I said again, staying big. Free position shots, those are very hard in women's lacrosse.
That was Dylan Lyons with that free position shot. She was 6 for 7 on the year coming into this, so not many have been able to stop her, but Alyssa Edwards was there, but turnover from her on that one.
No one able to help her out. She went and attacked the ground ball. She got the ground ball, but then she was doubled by 2 Minutewomen. No Penguins were looking for help. She was all stranded back there. Ended up getting pushed out of bounds.
That one's down now. Got to get out of the way. You got your own player down the field. Don't want to rifle the ball in there, get her hurt. What are we seeing from the refs here? Just a restart. So UMass with it. 70 seconds left on the shot clock, more than the game. We have just over 50 seconds left in this first quarter. See if they try to get this shot off here. They can control it to go into the second quarter, but doesn't matter. They go for that goal and they get it. That's 5 now for them. 41.8 seconds left on the quarter clock.
You'll see it right here. I mean, another, once again, from GLE, wide open to the front of the crease. That time, to give Alyssa Edwards a bit more pizzazz, she went underarm, right between the legs. That was a perfectly placed shot. UMass is up 5-1.
That's Dylan Lyons. We mentioned MAC Offensive Player of the Week from her last game, where she was able to get a team high 3 points via 2 goals and 1 assist against UConn. And she is coming into this game, she was second on the team in goals with 16 and tied for second in points with 23. So she's been prolific, as we saw it there. Got that one underhand. Haven't seen much of that this year. Kept it low, just skimmed off top of that ground and able to go in. Thought it was Youngstown State's ball there for a second, but no. UMass gets it. 30 seconds here in this first quarter. Again, we'll see whether they keep control of it going into that second quarter. Try to get a last-second goal here to make it 6-1.
Yeah, thought they could have held the ball last time. They decided to attack. They ended up scoring. Basically, their thought process was probably like, we already scored 4. We'll just go score another. This one, though, now down to 10 seconds. I fully never mind.
Never mind. Great jump shot.
Yeah, as I was just about to say, another opportunity.
Cassidy Morris getting that one in off running in. And getting a great shot off the jump there to make it 6-1. I'm going to be honest, Zach, you jinxed that one.
I know. I should just keep my mouth shut. I learned my lesson.
3.3 seconds left here, so whoever gets this will get control for this second quarter. So we'll see what happens now. If Youngstown State can get it, it'll be big for them. Trying to claw this one back to just get a little more offense going here. Down 5 goals early. Sammy Drew in there on the draw control for the Gwins. Making sure this one's set up in such a pivotal moment. Nope, that's going to be Bridget Valentine of UMass getting it, and that's the end of this first quarter. UMass up 6-1 in their first taste of some Mid-American Conference play. We'll see what happens the rest of this game. It's Youngstown State down 6-1 here early.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question. It's the answer. Youngstown State University. Know why.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, Penguins football has a very special place in my heart. I understand what it takes to be the very, very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. Part of your contribution will be tax deductible and benefits the YSU Athletic Scholarship Fund. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Welcome back. Farmers National Bank Field here hosting the first Mid-American Conference of the season here for Youngstown State against UMass. We see it on the screen now. UMass up 6-1. Some of those highlights on that. 10 shots on goal to 1 for the Penguins. And as I mentioned, that's not conducive to be able to win games. You can't get shots on goal. But what else have you seen from that first quarter, Zach?
Well, one of the biggest things I saw leading into this game was how UMass was ranked second in the MAC in draw controls, along with their high-powered offense. And so far today, through that first quarter, the Penguins led them in draw controls 5-2 until that last draw with 3 seconds left, made it 5-3. Another big thing, obviously, the shots. We talked about it. 13 total, 10 on goal. I mean, that's just highly efficient from UMass. The Penguins seem like they can't keep up as of now, as they've only titled 2 shots through the entire first quarter.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get any more offense going, but UMass will start with it here. One of the other things I just want to highlight is UMass 9 ground balls to Youngstown State's 4. UMass right now a perfect 4 for 4 on clears. Youngstown State is 2 of 6. That's a big reason why they haven't had as many shot attempts. They haven't been able to get that ball up the field, get on offense.
Yeah, the momentum swings. Momentum is a big thing in lacrosse, men's and women's. I mean, it could change so fast, as we've seen here. Lacrosse games can get super high scoring. They could be super low scoring. I mean, you could score 3 in a matter of minutes. You could score 10 in a matter of minutes. So
we'll see what ends up happening here as we go into this second quarter of Maction. So almost a turnover there. Caitlin Naughton not able to control it, but ends up doing it as that one gets inside, but has to run out after some great pressure from that Penguins defense. And behind Lee trying to work behind there. Youngstown State doing what they can to limit this shots right now. But UMass passing all around, and that one is shot and is a goal. 7-1 now, UMass.
yeah, once again, UMass doing a lot of the work. near GLE. You see that body roll right there, turn to the left hand. I mean, that was beautiful from Katie Onderberg.
Yeah, the redshirt sophomore from Westchester, Pennsylvania did a great spin move to get that one in for sure.
Great body control, and then to finish off with the left, right in front of Alyssa Edwards. Beautiful play for UMass. Surely that's something they wanted. Probably something they were scheming as they score early. Less than 1 minute in to the second quarter.
Katie Peterson on the assist to make it 7-1 with 14:09 to go. That's a quick draw control win there, trying to bring it back. 5-4 now on draw controls. Mentioned they second in the MAC, so they're hoping to get some more draw controls. Well, Youngstown State will do their best to limit them. They need to limit them as much as they can in any aspect of offense. They're already down 7-1 here. See what ends up happening here on this UMass offensive possession. That one knocked around, but UMass gains control again. So we'll see what happens. And a lot of those the clear attempts, that one, great shot.
Yeah, went for a fancy one there, underhand.
We see. I know what happened there, but I saw a yellow card issue. Just don't quite know yet to who. We see some subs coming on the field, trying to get some fresh legs for these teams. It's going to be on Nora Prizzi of UMass. Youngstown State will have the woman up opportunity here. We'll see what they can do on this 2-minute power play. That's not something UMass has seen a lot of. Only 15 fouls total in this season.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I mean, the Penguins might as well capitalize on their opportunity because this might be the only time in the game where they get a woman up.
But they don't capitalize yet. Jump shot yet again from Cassidy Morris, but that one off the bar. UMass keeps possession here, going to do what they can. Try to run this power play as much as they can on the offensive side. Do not let Youngstown State go down the other way. There's a foul on Youngstown State, I believe. But
no, I believe that's
no.
on. Yeah, it'll be on UMass. That'll be Penguins ball. It's a very hard thing to do if you're UMass, and that is wanting to implement your offense fully when you are a woman down. You saw them there. It would have been very easy for the Penguins to double team. When you operate with a woman down in lacrosse, I mean, it's a very hard thing. As we see another one, it'll be 2 women up for the Penguins.
You got to be able to capitalize in this one if you're the Gwins for sure. That one on Katie Peterson of UMass. Some fouls that are not quite normal, as we've a little bit mentioned for the Minute Women. But we'll see here, just under a minute of 2 women up here for the Penguins. Can they get at least a shot attempt here? Really, only 2 in that first quarter. That's what you're looking for.
UMass was playing some suffocating defense right there before Youngstown could cross that halfway line.
They're able to do so, and now in that little box that gives you good opportunity to score. Everkreutzer, long pass, whistled. Not quite sure what the ref is talking about here, but going over to that sideline. So we see a 3rd foul. It's going to be another green card. Goes over the sideline. UMass down 3 players now, I believe.
Yeah, I believe that would have been offsides. I don't think the refs would have blew a play like that dead from the other side of the field if it wasn't for an offsides. So, good call from the refs to see it. We'll see what the Penguins can do with this now in a prime opportunity. I mean, you look now, the Minute Women, they're in a tight box right in front of that goalie. You can see it there. They are not going to move from those corners, and they're going to try their hardest not to let any Penguins on the inside of that box.
Yeah, Cassidy Morris called for that green card, so 30 seconds, just 20 seconds left with 3 players up, then it'll go down to 2. But still, big advantage here for the Penguins as Claire Benziger flings that one in on this advantage to give herself 1 on the day and the 2 for the Penguins.
Goal for the Penguins by number 1.
Yeah, exactly what the Penguins need right here. Like I said, UMass is coming out in the box. So Claire Benziger said, I'm going to run straight through the box. They're not going to collapse on me. I'm going to take the middle of the field, walk right down to the goalkeeper, and that was beautiful. Exactly what the Penguins needed right there.
And that's what you can do when you're not even just 1 player up, you're 3 players up on that one, and Claire Benziger able to take advantage of that. So 11:56, UMass up 7-2. Youngstown State gets one back there, but it's back to full strength for the Minutewomen. The goal by Benziger. It's been prolific in this sophomore season. She was all MAC freshman team last year for the Gwins, trying to get all MAC team this year. So far, she's doing what she can for this offense. She gets the ball there and pushes the Penguins on offense, going the other way. Lots of pressure right now, but good pass over. Jenna Cook. Molly Brooks with it now. We get some settle into this offense for the Gwins now. Gotta try to bring this one back, but another shot leads to a goal for the Penguins. So 3 shots, 2 goals. It's been pretty good efficiency. You just need to get those shot numbers up. You don't care about the efficiency if you only have 3 shots, so gonna have to try to work something here. See what they can do. Sally Garrett, goal scorer on the day so far. So we see it swung around in the hands of Maya Griffin. Benziger over to Brooks. Benziger's not got it now. We'll see. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. We've seen UMass already defend the Penguins for a full 90-second shot clock as that one's knocked away from Avery Kreutzer. Going the other way is the Minutewomen. Quickly the other way. Don't have too much pressure. They're wide open. Off the inside of the bar and out. UMass keeps control. That's going to be a foul there. That was Cassidy Morris with the shot.
Yeah, she basically tried to do like one of those no-dip threes in basketball. Looked like she just tried to smack that out of midair, wasn't worried about catching it and shooting it. Looked like she was just trying to smack it out of the air.
It was barely in that pocket before it was flung out. There's a yellow card on Mackenzie Flanagan of the Penguins. So UMass now in that power play woman up opportunity. We'll see what they can do with this advantage here. They get it. 10-15 left to go in this first half.
A yellow card has been given to number 7 for Youngstown State. This is a 2-minute non-releasable penalty.
Non-releasable as well, so even with a goal for UMass, Mackenzie Flanagan will be sitting for a full 2 minutes here. Youngstown State's going to have to defend strong. Down one of their better defenders. 1 defensive player of the week already once this year. UMass keeps it. Fans a little upset. Can hear him up here in the booth.
Yeah, some fans probably wanted that to be a shot in Youngstown ball. Refs rolled it. UMass ball.
So UMass stays on the offense here. Trying to get something here. Up a woman. Just getting inside. That one's low, but that one's out. UMass keeps it. There's Dylan Lyons yet again with the low shot, but that one just wide. Cassidy Morris draws the foul there on her shot attempt. So she'll grab herself a free position goal shot here. Trying to get a free position goal. Flings it high. I think just wide they say, so Youngstown State's ball under 9 minutes. If they can keep it here, they have 30 seconds left on this penalty, so try to play out that time, get back to full strength for them.
Yeah, that was a good job by Mia Stahl there. Knowing on the free position that if they miss the net, it's first woman to be closest to the line when the ball crosses the line out of play. And There were 2 UMass women back there, but she did a good job positioning herself in between them, and the refs rolled the ball to the Penguins.
So that's that strategy you see there. Not everyone will know. So Penguins did a great job there defending that UMass power play, and they're back to full strength now. See if they can get a goal themselves here. She goes inside. Just off the bar. It was a great attempt there from Molly Brooks. Got inside herself. Got the shot, just tipped that post. These posts on both sides have seen a lot of action so far.
Yep, there's a great save there. Alyssa Edwards. Yeah, we were talking about it, that last shot. That's why they call the goal in the post the goalie's best friend is your posts. That's your whole, that's where you organize where you're standing, your positioning, where your stick is at. It's usually a 5-step process in between the posts. You hug your left post, you hug your right post, and you kind of have angled out, and then you have your positioning straight in the center. But yeah, the goalposts are a goalie best friend.
We've seen that today. So many shots have hit the post. Haven't seen too much of that all season, but both teams today firing shots that get a ding from that post. So UMass keeps control here. Under 7.5 minutes to go in the second quarter on the offense, trying to get their lead up to 6 again, get themselves their 8th goal. Only 1 so far in this quarter. Make it 2. I did a little U there with the jinx, but that's a great attempt and a great goal there for the Minute Women to give themselves 8.
Goal by number 8, Bridget.
Yeah, you'll see it here again. I mean, the Minute Women have been doing a great job. They start behind GLE, then they'll hit one of their attackers on the wings, and one of those attackers are going to be looking for the midfielders, cutting down. It just happened again right there. That was a beautiful play call for UMass.
It was Bridget well with the goal, which will send us to a break. We'll see what happens when we return.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question. It's the answer. Youngstown State University. Know why.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, Penguins football has a very special place in my heart. I understand what it takes to be the very, very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. Part of your contribution will be tax deductible and benefits the YSU Athletic Scholarship Fund. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Welcome back. Bridget Welch just made it 8-2. UMass here against Youngstown State. Makes it now 6 players with a goal so far for the Minute Women here in this Maction contest. Speaking of Maction, we have another couple games going around the league right now. We have Central Michigan up 5-2 over Robert Morris. 7:04 left in the second period of that game. And then later on, we have Cincinnati versus Eastern Michigan at 1 p.m. So we'll keep you updated on those games as we go along. But getting back into this game, Alyssa Edwards faced so far 21 shots from UMass. 12 of those on goal. Has allowed 8 goals, but has got herself 5 saves here in this first bit of this game, as that one just knocked loose by UMass. Some great defense. Sally Collins ended up with it. Just UMass now going the other way. They had her for a second wide open. Get it inside, but lost it. Mackenzie Flanagan had it for a second, but called for a little penalty there. Nothing too major, so stays in the field. UMass keeps control of the ball here. See what they can do. See if Youngstown State can try to get another stop. We've had too many so far, but has controlled this UMass team a little bit more in this second period. Allowed only 2 goals so far, 3 shots on goal in the second period compared to 9 shots on goal and 6 goals in that first quarter. That one's gotta hurt. Kenzie Flanagan, that one rifled off her. Unlike Alyssa Edwards, she doesn't have any protection.
Nah, there's no padding on that one. See if you can see it here.
Right off her hand, potentially.
Yeah, hand or wrist. Not something you'd like to see, especially out of the MAC Defensive Player of the Week.
That's just unfortunate. We're giving Cassie Morris did that one, and she's going to be we've called for a penalty there. So it's going to be Youngstown State with the ball, up a player.
A yellow card has been issued to number 4 for UMass. This is a
That was a
2-minute
yellow
reversible
card
penalty.
for Morris. Honestly, just more unfortunate than anything, but gonna have to sit. So Youngstown State will have the woman up opportunity, get the power play. Mia Stahl have brought it up, lost it for a second, but Youngstown State able to regain control in the hands of Allie Garrett, one of 2 goal scorers so far for the Gwins. There we go. A little shove in the back there. Youngstown State, Garrett still down, but able to get up gingerly.
Yeah, that was pretty good suffocating defense there by UMass. Until they got a
now.
little bit too carried away with themselves, a bit too physical. Refs are going to call that every time.
Nick Garrett now walked off, getting helped by the trainers after that one. Hit her hard. So, see what Youngstown State does here. Refs talking it over here now. Cassie Morris still in that penalty for a minute 4. Youngstown State on the power play. See what happens when Youngstown State gets the ball here on this offensive possession. 5:06 left in the second quarter. Down 8-2, trying to get one back. Their last goal came from Claire Benziger on a 3-woman up opportunity after a couple back-to-back fouls from the Minute Women.
Yeah, the Minute Women are up to 5 fouls now in this game.
Came into this game averaging just a little over 2 a contest, so that is a surprise, but conference play brings out a little more aggression. That's exactly what we've seen from them so far. Ava Kreutzer with it.
Yep, because those girls out there, they know that these are the games that really matters. These MAC games, both teams are going to do everything in their power to leave everything on this field.
That's exactly right. You can go undefeated in non-conference. Doesn't matter. You can win no games in non-conference. Doesn't matter. All that matters is that conference play at the end of the day. So definitely going to be a little harder, a little stronger, a little more physical out there. And that's what we've seen. A knee slide catch there, but Youngstown State turnover there, and UMass will go the other way. Stopped them on the power play. Can Mackenzie Flanagan get it there? Yes, she can. To Claire Benziger. Benziger on that touchline there, had lost it for a second, fighting with her, but regained it. It was Heather Clark. Youngstown State get it, but UMass back up to full strength. So no more power play, no more woman up for the Penguins, but can they still get a little offense going here?
Yeah, we'll see what they can do. They had a good opportunity last time around. That pass from X or GLE was just a bit too high, caused one of the Penguins to trip.
Yeah, we saw it. She fell to her knees, was able to get the catch, but hard to get a accurate pass from there, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, or to even shoot with all that pressure in your face, all those defenders, even just being on the ground in general.
So UMass will get the ball here off that. Youngstown State, empty offensive possession again, as that was on Gwen Bogash, the junior from Mastic, New York. So the Minute Women will now have their own power play here. Just the minute from the green card for Bogash. But we'll see if they can get any sort of offense going themselves here. Under 3.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Go quick, trying to take advantage of this opportunity they've been given. Finds her inside, and that goes top of the goal for Carrie Finner in her second on the day. Makes it 9-2. Minute Women.
Yep, they're sticking to their bread and butter right there. The X work over to the side. You saw that pass to Cassidy Morris. Then Cassidy Morris has been playing the facilitator role and has been looking for those wide open cutters coming down right down the middle to the crease. Another opportunity there.
That's exactly what that was. We've seen that before. It was almost pretty identical to the first goal that Carrie Finneran scored. Just got a cut inside. They're able to find her, and she flings it in to give themselves a goal. And yeah, Cassidy Morris up to 3 assists on the day now, along with 2 goals. So 5 points for her. We already mentioned her top of the broadcast. Led the conference, tied for the conference lead in points per game with 4.86, and she's adding to her tally already.
Yep, that average is going to go up now.
Exactly right. Need more than 5 today. Under 3 minutes left. UMass on the offense yet again. See what happens here. Up 9-2. Again, it's just been Youngstown State in the second period. Only 2 shots to UMass 10. 5 on goal to 1. And that's, again, just cannot get shots, cannot get goals, cannot get back in this game unless you're shooting. But UMass has just not been able, Youngstown State has not been able to, with how suffocating, as we've mentioned a little bit, this UMass defense has been all over them. So we see a free position shot here for UMass. And that one goes in off Bridget Valentine, the junior from Massapequa Park, New York. Grabs herself one and makes it 10-2 for the Minute Women.
Yeah, that's another great free position shot. You can see the little bit of reaction here from Alyssa Edwards. I mean, literally nothing you can do from that close. Shooting sidearm, looking like the ball's coming to your left side as a goalie, and that ball comes to your right side. I mean, there's nothing you can do in those couple of split seconds. It's just another beautiful play by UMass.
Yeah, as we mentioned, she's faced a lot of shots. She's done what she can there in goal.
Yeah, overall, it's been a better defensive second quarter than the first quarter for the Penguins. I mean, you cut the goals down from 6 to 4 so far. You've cut the shots down, and they've also tied the draw controls. So the Penguins are still in the lead of draw controls in this game over a team who's second in the MAC. So the Penguins will definitely take that from this game.
Yeah, the big thing so far has just been offensive inconsistency. Haven't been able to get those opportunities you want. And a lot of that, as we mentioned, just coming from not able to get those clear attempts at times. Been winning the play defensively at times, causing some turnovers, but just 4 of 9 on clears leads to UMass getting that ball in the dangerous area. That's why they are winning 10-2 here today with 2 minutes to go in this second quarter of the first Mid-American Conference game for both these teams. First one ever for UMass. They've liked what they've seen so far today. Very happy with how they've played, I would say.
Oh, yeah. Definitely this is their first time ever coming to Youngstown, the first ever meeting between YSU and UMass. And you gotta like to think that UMass has been enjoying it so far.
Who wouldn't? Up 8 goals as they get another free position opportunity here. That one's saved by Alyssa Edwards off of Cassidy Morris's shot. And I believe 4 position shots now. And not 4 goals, I'll tell you that much. Alyssa Edwards done what she can back there in goal.
Yeah, that was a beautiful low save, getting low down to the left side. Swinging that stick over from your right side down to your bottom left. It's a very hard thing to do that fast. just talking about, you don't have much time on the free position shots, so anything you could do as a goalie to increase your chances of saving the ball, you'll take it any day of the week.
And as we saw there, that was Mia Stahl running all the way up, but she had no Youngstown players to get the ball to. If that one was, I think, just off the post again. We mentioned those posts. That one was exactly what happened there. Went very high off it. UMass regains control, but Mia Stahl just could not find anyone to pass to it. She had two UMass defenders all over her. And UMass back on the offense. High pass. UMass keeps control, 31.7 seconds.
And we talked about it earlier. Goalposts are a goalie's best friend, and I bet that helped Alyssa Edwards a lot.
This is your worst enemy if you're a goalie. A free position shot, which UMass will have another of. It's going to be Ava Connaughton. She just passes it off there. See what happens. She gets the ball, flings it inside. It's another little foul on Youngstown State. So UMass is doing all they can to work inside. Youngstown State's doing all they can, but just a little too aggressive, a little too physical so far. It's led to a lot of these opportunities so far for the Minute Women. So you see Ava Connaughton with it yet again. See if she flings this one. Oh, passes it off. That's a beautiful pass, though. It leads to a goal from Dylan Lyons. Just expected to take the shot there in the free position, but no. Dylan Lyons flings out in off the edge. Beautiful play there. Leicester just couldn't get over to it in time. Makes the lead 11-2 now for UMass in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, that's another beautiful one. I wasn't even expecting that. I was expecting the shot off the start. That's something that I think we can attest. That's been pretty rare so far this year. Usually we see all the women so far, they get their free position shots. They're going to take them. I think that was one of the first this season where someone actually passed out of a free position shot, led to a wide open look, and another goal. So it doesn't really matter in the end to UMass, but it's just the thinking and the strategy getting on top of the Penguins.
I think they've noticed that Alyssa Edwards had kind of been on them a little bit on those free position shots. So we see Youngstown State trying to score here quick. 10 seconds to go. Gwen Bogash flings it in. Sammy Drew, flung that one in. Trying to go quick as there was only 10 seconds left in the quarter, but not able to do so. As that is the end of the first half. UMass up early 11-2 on Youngstown State in this Mid-American Conference game. We'll see what happens in this second half when we return. Welcome back into Farmers National Bank Field, where the University of Massachusetts Men and Women women's lacrosse team got their first taste of Mid-American Conference play, and they've liked it so far, up 11-2 here on the Youngstown State Penguins. Zach, what'd you see from that first half?
I mean, I saw UMass being able to do whatever they wanted offensively. I mean, their work between X and GLE to their wings, back to the middle of the field. It's been all over the place for UMass. The Penguins defense has been running around all game. Another big thing, the draw controls. The Penguins are up 8-6, as you see there in draw controls, which, as we mentioned, is massive for the Penguins because UMass is second in the MAC in draw controls, so that's another positive. But let's get the obvious out of the way. 27 shots total for UMass, 18 shots on goal, compared to Youngstown's 5 total shots and 3 on goal.
You can't win games, you can't get shots, and that's what we've seen. And a lot of that, as we see, are those ground balls and those turnovers. UMass up 18-6 on ground balls and 15-5 on turnovers. They've caused 7 of Youngstown State. Youngstown State's only caused 3. Gonna have to be able to control the ball here better and keep control of that ball if you are the Youngstown State Penguins. If you want to get this game close at all and just going forward, if you want to be competitive in conference play, you're gonna have to get a better control of the ball. Cannot have that high of turnovers against such a high-powered offense as UMass is. Cannot give them any more opportunities than they're already gonna have.
Yep.
So
and with that high-powered offense, Alyssa Edwards standing strong through the first half, 7 saves compared to Bailey Duffy's 1. The Penguins really held it down defensively in the second quarter compared to that first quarter, limiting their shots and goals. But at the same time, UMass clicked it up another notch. Their defense became even better as well. They've been suffocating the Penguins.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They 6 turnovers for the Penguins that last period. Just the men and women have been all over them on the defensive side, just limiting any sort of offense, any sort of chance of getting back in this game that the Gwins are looking for, as we are set to get underway for this second half of action around the league. Central Michigan still up 6-4. 12:57 left in the third period of that game, as this one just about to go into the third period. UMass up 11-2. See if Youngstown State can get the draw control, but no. We go a little probably false start, quick movement for the Penguins, and that's going to send Mackenzie Flanagan off the field here quick, just 6 seconds into the start of this half, and UMass quickly onto a power play already. Penguins down one of their better defenders.
Yeah, didn't really even see what happened, really. It all happened too fast. Saw Flanagan maybe toss the UMass player the ball, and then all of a sudden I'm watching her run off the field.
I think it was probably more maybe movement before, which led to UMass getting the ball in the first place, and then also led to her sitting on that penalty area. So UMass up quick here early with a woman up opportunity on the power play. Kissy Moore is working around 2 Penguins defenders. They're all over. They get it inside. This could be a foul. It was Dylan Lyons running quickly inside there for the Minute Women. Now she'll try to make this a 10-goal deficit here. 14 minutes to go. It's actually going to be Lil Hancock with the free position opportunity. She gets that one in, and she flings it into that top corner. Lil Hancock, the junior from Westwood, Massachusetts, bags herself a goal and bags UMass their 12th goal. As we see here, just runs in, gets all the way inside, and just, it's hard to save a shot that close.
Yep, went to about 2 steps close, or 2 steps away, sorry, from the crease. And you couldn't really tell from that replay based on where the camera was, but she did have some lateral movement with the stick, right, left, left back to right. That threw off Alyssa Edwards on the doorstep.
Yeah.
Very hard thing to do. Once again, talking about the free position shots and just being a goalie during those and staying down, staying home, being in position. It's just a very tough thing to do in women's lacrosse.
It's hard to do really any of those free shots, and then you go soccer, you go the same thing with the penalty kick. Those are always hard to save, so it's always hard for the goalies in that spot. And Alyssa Edwards done what she can today, but Little Hancock's able to bag UMass one there to make it 12-2 here early on in this third quarter. So we'll see UMass now slow it down. Penguins back to full strength. See if that can help them a little bit.
Yeah, but with that 12th goal by UMass, they're currently up by 10. So you guys can see there is the running clock right now. And that will stay unless Youngstown cuts the deficit back to within that 9-goal deficit.
We'll see. Youngstown State just, we mentioned in conference you're a little more aggressive, a little more physical. That has led to UMass over doubling their fouls per game, as they had just a little over 2 average per game coming into this. And they have a lot more than that in this game so far, as that one adds their goal tally from the free position shot. As I mentioned, just Youngstown State a little too aggressive in that defensive area has led to too many of these opportunities, and UMass has taken advantage of that.
Yep, nothing you can do there once again if you're Alyssa Edwards. Holding the stick in the right, the shot goes left, you saw that. She tried to get that butt end of the stick up, but when it happens all that fast, there's really not much you could do.
It was Katie Onderdonk getting her second of the game, as we see Youngstown State and UMass go for a quick timeout. We're going to talk a little bit about this game still. Never mind, we're going to see you right after this for the rest of this third quarter.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question. It's the answer. Youngstown State University. Know why.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, Penguins football has a very special place in my heart. I understand what it takes to be the very, very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. Part of your contribution will be tax deductible and benefits the YSU Athletic Scholarship Fund. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
We just saw Katie Onderdonk score off the free position opportunity to give UMass a 13-2 lead here in some Mid-American Conference play. Early on in this third quarter, Youngstown State up to 11 fouls on the day, 3 already in just 3 minutes 1 second of this third quarter. And it's just led to a lot of free position shots for UMass, and they've capitalized off those. They have 6 free position shots already this game, and they've scored 3 off of that. So it's been pretty dominant performance from UMass pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, every aspect, the defense, the offense. You look at their clears, they're 10 for 11. They've now evened up the draw control. So even the one thing the Penguins had the lead on, it is now tied.
And that's really been the story of the game. UMass just all over this Penguins team so far today. Up 11 goals here. Trying to make it a 12-goal lead as they're back on the offense. And they do just come around the bend. Caitlin Naughton, a freshman from Walpole, Massachusetts, whips that one in for UMass. and is now 14-2.
Yep, the bread and butter work. The wings down to X. This time, Kayla Naughton realized that there was no defensive pressure in her face, so she said, "I'm just going to take this one myself." Looked right around on Alyssa Edwards. Saw a lot of the Minute women today utilizing that low-to-low shot. Really confusing, making it harder for Alyssa Edwards in there for the Penguins.
Yeah, UMass now up to 9 players with a goal on the day, and 5 of them have 4 goals. 2 goals. 5 of them have 2 goals, at least 2 goals. So it's been just a dominant performance on offense by UMass, but Penguins on offense here now. Claire Benziger has almost the whole UMass defense on her, able to get that one off.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Just a sea of black, not letting her do anything on offense, not even allowing her to even attempt to move the ball. I mean, UMass is still, they're playing their game. They're still pedal to the metal. They're not letting the Penguins do anything to them. They're not letting the Penguins change anything about them. They're sticking to themselves, and it's obviously worked as they're up by 12.
Yeah, they came into this game knowing who they are. They came into this trying to show the MAC who they are, and they've done that so far. Even up 12 goals, they're not letting any sort of offense for this Penguins. They're not letting up any little bit on defense. They want to keep these Penguins at 2 goals today.
Yeah, as we've seen, as they just held the Penguins, as that 60-second mark just hit on the shot clock. So 1 minute of defense there straight for UMass. Penguins still without a shot in the quarter.
Yeah, and this is going to be the opportunity you're going to have. Not many. You're going to have to work your hardest. As you just see, no let up. UMass playing great. Single digits now on this shot clock. See if they get another shot clock vial. Claire Benziger with it. Time expiring. Does not get the shot off. Try to run inside. And just UMass yet again stifling defense. We've seen a couple of those run late in the shot clock. I believe that's the second shot clock violation the Penguins have had today. So UMass, like I said, just not letting up at all on the defensive end or the offensive end. If they're going quick here, trying to make it 15-2. As there they do, Cassie Morris falling to her knees. Doesn't matter. She gets that one in the back of the net.
And you'll see it again right here. The X down to the wing, and you can see Cassie Morris creeping up. No one around her. All of UMass knows where she's at, though. They pass it to her right at the right time. That is goal number 3 for her on the day. That is a hat trick.
She's a hat trick not only in goals, but also, yes, and also assists. I had to fact check for a second. Yes, she has 3 assists, 3 goals on the day. There's a reason this team is so strong offensively. There's a reason she is was tied for the conference lead in points per game coming into this one, adding to that tally today. We mentioned it early on in the broadcast. We're going to highlight it yet again. UMass currently led the MAC in goals per game with 14 coming into this one. With just a little bit of time in this game, we see 4 goals from this quarter here quick. 2 a couple from free position shots. Just led UMass being able to do what they want offensively.
Yep, taking advantage of the Penguin fouls, capitalizing on the free opportunity, then just capitalizing, finding the open people, as we see right there again on that replay with Cassidy Morris.
See those with those back-to-back replays. It was very similar offensive attacks there. They got it behind Julie, they got it inside to the wing, and then the first one she shot herself, the second one passed it across the goal, and Cassidy Morris finished it. So they're been able to find all the looks they want back there. But yeah, as I was mentioning, 14 goals per game coming into this one. Already 15 goals in this game with 8:24 left in the third quarter. Not to mention all 15 left in that fourth. So we'll see what they can do here today. As I also mentioned, they were 27th season in the Atlantic 10 Conference. In that conference, as Zach mentioned, they went 116-1 over the last full 14 seasons. And they were able to advance to the NCAA tournament 12 times since 2009. And they're showing that dominance here today. 5-2 record coming into this game. Gonna make it 6-2, up 15-2 here as we get underway. 6 and a bit minutes left to go in this third period due to a running clock. Penguins will have to score 4 goals if they want to, 4 unanswered goals if they want to get it back to a non-running clock. So we'll see if they're able to do that, as it's a foul there. Youngstown State should get the ball, I think, and they do. So Youngstown State does get the offense here. Clemens will try to start them off as Bridget Valentine picks up the green card for UMass. So Penguins will be a woman up here and have a power play with 6 minutes to go, and we'll see if they can do anything with that here on offense. Trying to find a spark here late, just get a little something.
Yeah, we'll see what they do here with the woman up. I assume they're going to pass it around a few more times, maybe look to drop a play, see what's going to work. Another big thing about the MAC, as we mentioned it last week about Marquette, like the second half in games like this is where it decides who's coming to play, who's ready to play, and who's not. And we saw it last week with Marquette as the Penguins stuck in it all the way till the very last minutes.
That's exactly right. Marquette was going for that 20th goal for so long, and Penguins just did their best to deny them. Were able to do so. Kept it 19-9, but neither team let up late in that one, and that's exactly what's going to happen here today as well, especially in conference play. You're not going to want to let up. You're going to want to show what you can do. If you're the Penguins, you're going to want to show, and it doesn't matter the deficit. You're going to be fighting. You're going to show the conference and your head coach, Liza Oakley, exactly that.
Yep. Head coach Liza Oakley still looking for her first win at YSU. And if YSU were to win this game, they would have a conference record of over 500 for the first time since 2023.
Yeah, they were hoping to get a little something here, but it hasn't gone their way yet today. We'll see. They get the offense back here as it's going to be another woman up as Heather Clark gets called for the penalty and is now sitting out for UMass. So went from one power play straight into another for the Penguins. We'll see what they can do here. And again on the power play, weren't able to do too much on that last one. But see if that changes here.
Yeah, still only the one shot in the corner. At least look for the Penguins to get some sort of pressure on this attack.
I believe what's happening right now is some clock management with the refs and the teams over there. As there was, they had 6:55 on the clock for a second. It's supposed to be 6:21. So they get that set up properly now. Going over to talk to Coach Oakley. That one the Penguins had a shot or two, but Bailey definitely was able to stay strong, save it, and then turnover by them. UMass failed to clear because of a turnover caused by Allie Garrett. Then Heather Clark got a foul, so Penguins will stay on the offense in the power play, down 15-2. See if this one they can capitalize on to make it 15-3. They have one shot this period. Meanwhile, UMass has 4 shots and 4 goals. It all came pretty early on.
Yeah, we call that efficiency. A little 4 for 4. Yeah, UMass, I mean, they've still just been playing their game. No matter what the score is, nothing is changing for them. They're still going to put up all the pressure. They're still going to play their hearts out on defense.
Exactly what we've come to expect from this team. Will not slow down whatsoever. Had a good shot there. Great save falling down by Bailey Duffy to deny the Penguins a goal there. And UMass going the other way quick.
Yeah, it was a great save on that shot to start this fast break.
There it is. Good save there by Alyssa Edwards. But yeah, as we mentioned, UMass not slowing up at all. They're going quick as they can to try to get down there and score on the Penguins, but Alyssa Edwards stood strong and blocked it. And now UMass back to full strength here. See if that's able to help them out. They fling it around here. That was Cassie Morris with that had that shot. It was saved. She came running in quick. So we go under 5 minutes here in this third quarter. Pass around, find her inside. Morris falls down, able to get that one in. Her and Edwards both fell for it, but able to fling it past her. It gives Cassidy Morris her fourth on the day.
Yeah, talking about it earlier, and I think this is one of those, barely waited for the ball to fully get into her net to shoot. Basically just smacked it out of the midair. And yeah, I mean, that's perfect. Right on the doorstep. That's another thing to add to the illusion of stopping the ball for Alyssa Edwards. Not expecting that, for that ball to come that quick at you when you're watching that ball travel over your head like that.
And she fell down to try to save it, but just came so quick, it's hard to. She probably expected Morris to hold it for a second, then fling it in. That might have given her the time to get down and get in the way. That was not the case. And Cassie Morris makes it 16-2 Minute women. So we go under 4 minutes here in this game. As we'll see what happens on this draw control. And UMass back in the lead on draw controls. As Penguins get that one and tie it back up. That was Mackenzie Flanagan getting it over to Claire Benziger, who's now trying to push the pace for a second before passing it off. Just stifling defense all over, stifling offense even. They've just been all over this Penguins team, any facet of the game that you can mention. Even the closest thing is draw controls, and that's tied. That one just errant pass. And again, empty possessions did not help you. And they're going quick offensively. Molly Bruner gets it. They ran that all herself, just sprinted up the field to make it 17-2.
Yeah, she said, why not let me join in on the fun? Molly Bruner, that's her first goal of the game, and you see it. She picked up that turnover and just led it all the way herself.
She knew she could do it. Had a couple trailing friends that she could pass to, but she went, why not me? Makes it 17-2. The sophomore from Gatherburg, Maryland, just adding another tally for UMass. It's been amazing to see the amount of offense this team can generate. 17 goals already on a running clock, already just the third quarter. So a full 15 minutes to go after these two. We'll see what these two teams can do here.
Yeah, UMass up to 6 goals on 7 shots so far in this third. Like Will said, with the running clock, it's a very hard thing to do because it doesn't stop. It only stops for fouls. So that's a very hard thing to do, to keep that pressure up for 15 minutes straight.
It's really just been efficiency this quarter as well. They had 6 goals in the first, 5 in the second, 6 goals in this one, but took them 13 shots in the first, 14 in the second, only 7 in this third. So they've been just efficiently deadly on the offensive side as they go back on the offense here. The minute 15 to go, trying to get it to 18 already. They are, as we mentioned, not letting up in any sort of the word. See, the Penguins can just get a defensive stop here.
Yeah, you saw the stat on the screen. 17 turnovers for the Penguins for 17 goals of UMass.
It's been the key. Penguins can't keep control of the ball. UMass can't stop scoring with the ball. That one almost a turnover, and it's gonna be, as She falls down. Kendall Jerry falls down. So Penguins get it. Get the stop after a good turnover there. So we'll see what they can do as we go under 30 seconds. Either got to try to score quick or you just hold it here. As we'll see that one just behind the outstretched stick, but able to regain it is Mia Uris. 15 seconds to go. So we see him just slowing down a little bit, not too much pressure. As here comes a little bit now. Don't want to let Youngstown State be too comfortable with it here.
Yeah.
But they're going to let them hold it looks like, and Youngstown State will have it here at the end of the third quarter. They're down 17-2. They will have the ball when we return for the fourth quarter.
At the end of the third quarter, the score UMass 17.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question, it's the answer. Youngstown State University, know why.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, Penguins football has a very special place in my heart. I understand what it takes to be the very, very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. Part of your contribution will be tax deductible and benefits the YSU Athletic Scholarship Fund. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Welcome back as we're just a little bit away from this fourth quarter here at Farmers National Bank Field. UMass up 17-2 on the Youngstown State Penguins women's lacrosse team. So we just look at the domination right there, Zach. 24 shots to 5. We've got 11 assists on that. They're back in control, the draw controls, which is one of the things we said the Penguins take away from this game. Besides that, as we'll see here, it's just been a domination really from UMass. See if that continues into this fourth quarter. Can the Penguins show a little bit sign of life, a little bit sign of fight, get some goals back to try to get momentum here in this action game, Mid-American Conference first game for both of these teams. UMass first Mid-American Conference game ever, and they've looked great so far. If this is a sign of what's to come, I don't know if they'll lose.
Yeah, the MAC seems like they're in for it at this rate. I mean, 34 shots and 19 on goal in 3 quarters compared to Youngstown's 7. I mean, UMass has just done an incredible job. We've been saying it all game, just sticking to their stuff, not letting the Penguins do anything on offense, and to let them do anything on defense. UMass, 34 shots. They've only missed 2 clears. The turnover rate is now +9. 9 more turnovers in favor of the Penguins, so 17-8. UMass brought the cause turnovers back up. I mean, they've been dominating. Youngstown doesn't even have a free position shot this game. And more specifically, last period, in the third period, 0 goals. The first time the Penguins were shut out in a quarter today.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can change this. They're on offense here to start this fourth quarter. Claire Benger flung that one in, but denied. As I believe it's going to be a new goalie for UMass. It's Breezy. My bad, it's Aiden Summer. 34-36. They're very similar numbers. It's hard to see at times. So senior Aiden Summer is getting in the net for this fourth quarter. We see Alyssa Edwards still in goal for the Penguins down on this side as UMass is knocking on the door again. 14 minutes to go. Just trying to extend this lead, play their game, not let up in the slightest. That's what we've seen. That's what UMass is used to this. If you're used to this dominance, as we mentioned, just 1 conference loss in how many years was it, Zach?
It was 2018 was their last conference loss.
8 years is that number, everyone. 8 years since their last conference loss, and that's not going to be changing here today.
Yeah, I mean, over their last 14 seasons, 116-1. That's just, I don't even know how to comprehend that.
We see them running in here. It's missed on the free position there. There was Emma Dangler had the attempt, but could not get that one in net. Oh, rough hit there on Alyssa Edwards. That's going to be immediately punished on Caitlin Naughton. So Penguins will have a woman up opportunity in a power play. See what they can do with it. It's just the pass back really been the key of the game. Just no pressure there. Just the pass back just sailed over Alyssa Edwards' stick.
To number 30 for UMass. This is a 1 minute.
So we'll see.
If you're the Penguins the rest of the game, you're just looking for those open looks. Anything you can take. Now, compared to the third quarter, like we said earlier, this is some action. So we'd like to have the momentum carry over.
I think the biggest thing for the Penguins is if you can just win this quarter. If you can outscore them this quarter, that gives you just a little bit of something. So lock down on offense, stay controlled on offense, and just try to get a goal here. You got shut out last quarter. Not trying to let that happen again. So we'll see if they can do that. Gets it to Ava Kreutzer. Over inside. See, I believe there we go. You just mentioned have had no free position opportunities. We'll get one here. Can the Penguins capitalize on it? We shall see. 12 minutes to go. Just off the bar was Alexis Kreutzer, younger sister of Ava Kreutzer. Could not get that one in.
How many times do we got to say at this game that the goal posts are the goalie's best friend?
That's exactly what happened there, but Claire Benziger doesn't hit the post this time, hits the back of the net to give herself 2 on the day and 3 for the Penguins. So officially not shut out in this fourth quarter is the case for the Penguins. You see her just fling it in there from outside. So just doing what she can for this Penguins team, and she's done all year. So like I said, now if you're the Penguins, can you get this draw control, try to add another? And if not, can you just lock down on defense and not allow the Minute women to score another with 11 and a bit minutes to go in this game? Just try to win a quarter if you're the Penguins. Give you some momentum, some life. Something good to look at in this first conference game.
Yeah, that was Claire Benziger's second of the game. And she's adding to what she put on last game against Marquette, where she had a career-high 5 goals in her second hat trick of the season. So she herself has been keeping that momentum going.
That she is. The Youngstown State's almost had it, but it's going to be UMass winning that one. Elizabeth Schaefer got it for them, and now Penguins got it, I believe, off just an errant pass. So we mentioned Penguins haven't had the best passes, been a little sloppy, and that was one there by UMass. So Penguins trying to go the other way, get it to Claire Benziger. She's got 3 around her, 3 black jerseys, able to get past them, and now able to slow it down a little bit, find her own teammate. And there she does. There's Emma Hoffman with it. Over to Ava Kreutzer. So got the stop, got the turnover, and then got a nice clear for them. For the Penguins now back on offense here. See what they can do with it. But that's just a great interception there. Looking like one of those top DBs teams have been spending money on in free agency. As we see UMass going the other way. Find her open in net, and that one finds the back of the net. 18-3 now, UMass. It was just, as we mentioned, we've seen that a little bit. Get the turnover and you push the pace, and that's exactly what happened there. Caught the ball like a DB, and then just able to fling it in.
Yeah, once you're that open on the doorstep, there's nothing much you can do except score in that situation.
Exactly what happened. 18-3 now in this game. We'll see what the end has in store for us when we return.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question. It's the answer. Youngstown State University. Know why.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, Penguins football has a very special place in my heart. I understand what it takes to be the very, very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. Part of your contribution will be tax deductible and benefits the YSU Athletic Scholarship Fund. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
That was Nora Prizzi, the senior from Kingston, New York, adding a goal for the Minutewomen, her first of the game. That makes it now 11 players on UMass with the goal. And why does that matter, Zach?
Because the Penguins only have 10 shots in the game.
That's exactly right. UMass 11 players with a goal. Penguins only 10 shots as a team this whole game so far. And 3 have come from this period alone, this quarter alone. So they're trying a little bit, but it's just been hard for them to get anything going offensively with how strong this UMass defense has been. 18-3 on this draw control now. 9:38 left in this game. I want to give you a little look into that game. I've mentioned a couple times. Central Michigan still holding on to the lead, up 7-6. 4:18 left in that game over Robert Morris as they try to get a win in conference play for both of them, as that's exactly what UMass is looking for here, and they're going to get all just behind the outreach stick. But can she get it? Yes, she can. That's Molly Brooks. Now she fell over, foul, so Penguins ball still on the attack. Again, like we mentioned, just get a little bit of something here to make you feel better about going into next game. Win a quarter.
Yes, just go out there and win the quarter. And as of now, other than the goals, I think they have the lead in just about everything, every big statistical category. So good job on the Penguins so far, coming out in this fourth quarter with the running clock, with some adversity behind them, still with some pep in their step, and still ready to play.
Exactly. That's what head coach Liza Oakley is looking for from this young team. She's a young head coach herself, first year here. There's a lot of young players on the team just trying to build that community, build a strong sense of family, just build a sense of loyalty to the team. And we've seen that they have not given up in any of their games so far, even though they haven't won one yet. They've not just sat down their sticks and let other teams score. They've played till the final whistle. That's what they're trying to do here yet again today. This UMass still putting up the pressure themselves, but a lot of substitutes in. Don't recognize too many of those numbers from that starting lineup that we got. So they're trying different looks, trying to get different players in there, see what works and what doesn't. Right now it's just about anything that has worked for UMass. So see if that trend continues here today in these last 7.5 minutes. For this, what's worked all game. Go from Gili to outside to inside. That one just got her on the top of the head there. So that's going to be a yellow card for Skylar Pigram.
Yeah, a little bit too much contact to the top of Bridget Manning's head. We saw it from up here, the way she reacted. It was pretty clear from up here. Refs are going to call that every time. And another free position shot for UMass. We'll see if they can add goal number 19.
Yeah, it's exactly what they're searching for here. We'll see what they do. We've seen something we haven't seen so far in a game that we've called a pass off a free position shot. It led to a goal anyways, but this one she takes herself and scores herself. That's Bridget Manning, the senior from West Sayville, New York, adding another one for UMass. That is 19. And correct me if I'm wrong, Zach, 12 players with a goal now for the Minute Women?
Correct. That is the 12th Minute Women with a goal. They have 5 women with over multiple goals. You have Ava Connaughton, you have Carrie Finneran, you have Dylan Lyons, you have Katie Onderdonk, all with 2. And then you have Cassidy Morris with 4 goals still. And then a bunch of everybody else on the team riddled in with 1, basically, for the Minute Women.
That's exactly right, and clock's still going 6.5 minutes, but that clock and the penalty's still going as well, as it was a 2-minute unreleasable. So the Penguins will still be without Skylar Pigram for the next minute as UMass gets the ball here, going on offense yet again. She's trying to take it herself. Slows down now, did pass it off. That was Dylan Lyons, who we just mentioned. Should have go in quick. Passing around now. See what they can do. Find her inside and rifled that shot in. That is 22-0, 20 goals for the Penguins, for UMass against the Penguins here. Just absolutely rifled that one in from wide.
Yeah, it looks like we were just talking about her. That's going to be Cassidy Morris's 5th goal of the game. 20 total, her 5th of the game. Appointing for a 5th, a 4th of the total UMass goals.
Yeah, coming into this game, she had 22. She's up to 27 on the day. So she has continued being dominant, going for that MAC Conference Player of the Year. In her first game, she's looked like she could get that award.
Yeah.
5 goals, 3 assists today, as UMass quickly back on the offense. They find her inside, and they find the back of the net again. You see them going wild, no matter the score. That's 21. They're celebrating like they won the championship off that one.
That happened so fast. And with the running clock, I mean, you'll see it here all the way from the start of the draw. Clean draw control win from Kate Marshall. She's going to bring it all the way up. Left Reese Bromby wide open on the crease. That's number 21.
And that's the freshman from Newburyport, Massachusetts. Gives them the 21st goal on the day. Gonna guess by how they celebrated. That's her first on the season for the freshman. The hometown Massachusetts freshman gets one herself to give UMass a 21-3 lead. We mentioned just a little bit ago, besides the goals Penguins had led in the categories, not the case anymore. UMass quickly going back to dominating as they have the rest of the day. Up to 5 shots on the day. It's just been absolute, not on the day, on this quarter. 5 shots in this quarter, absolute domination so far. Those draw controls that we mentioned were the one highlight early on in the day. UMass was second in the MAC in those draw controls. They're back up to dominating that as well. The Penguins had the lead quick. I believe there's now 5 straight draw controls in this quarter for UMass.
Yeah, and one thing we were harping on last week against Marquette is the spread of the wealth on this Penguins team. We've talked about how it's mainly spearheaded by a group of 3 to 4, their core group of captains, as we see today, with 2 goals from Claire Benziger and the other goal from Allie Garrett. These are people and women we're typically used to seeing for the Penguins, and we just like them to spread the wealth a little bit, maybe open up the opportunities for everybody else, because obviously it can work. UMass now has 13 separate women with goals in this game, just spreading the wealth, and that's the main reason why they have 21 goals at the moment as we speak.
Yeah, exactly right. Penguins just haven't had games where multiple players have scored like that. They've had a couple games where 2 players have scored multiple goals, maybe 3, but it's really been consistently your top couple players. Claire Benziger or Ava Kreutzer have really been those top two right now. You got to see a game where you get some other people involved, get everyone involved as best you can. You have multiple players with goals on the season. Try to get all those players involved. See if we can get something like UMass has today. Those UMass, speaking of, with getting involved, UMass 14 assists on the day on their goals, 21 goals. It's been the difference. I just want to mention those 14 assists, Zach. Youngstown State has 14 assists in their 7 games this season.
Ooh, that's a stat for you. Yeah, I mean, when you can score 21 goals and have 14 of them have come assisted, that's 2/3 of your goals be assisted. That means that you put in the fact that there's also 13 different Minutewomen with goals. It shows that they're spreading the wealth. It shows that they don't play hero ball on this team.
Yeah, we've seen a couple where they just take it down the field, don't have to pass, but their passing has helped them get those goals. Their passing spreads this defense, Penguins defense out, and that's why they've scored so many goals. So Penguins going to have to find something offensively to try to match that, potentially mirror that, where it's just they've not had the offensive success at all this season, really. Is UMass trying to score another one here?
Yeah, UMass, they are one shot away from eclipsing 40 on the day compared to Youngstown's 10 so far through all 4 quarters.
And we'll see it here more than likely. We'll see it from Lily Pons. She has a free position shot here. Just saved by the foot of Alyssa Edwards and stops them. So they got those 40 shots, but Alyssa Edwards did not let that one go in.
Yeah, great save from Alyssa Edwards. And it also helped that one of the Minutewomen got caught in the crease. So that was also helped to give Penguins this free clear.
And Alyssa Edwards has saved it with pretty much anything. Saved it with the stick, saved it with the chest protector, her face here early today. Saved that one with the foot. She's been doing what she can back there in goal for the Penguins.
Oh yeah, she's had great positioning all day. It's just all the free position shots add up after a while, and all those lonely cutters on the crease add up after a while.
Yeah, up to, I believe, 8 saves on the day for Alyssa Edwards. She's faced a lot of shots is why, but she's helped this team not be down by almost 30 is what that would be if she wasn't in net. So we're thankful to have her back there. A redshirt sophomore has done what she can to help your team. There's Allie Garrett trying to flick that one down, does not get it on target, so just goes wide, and UMass will go back on offense and get the ball here as we have 2 minutes, about 10 seconds to go, almost intercepted, but their Bens are unable to do so. And UMass goes back on offense quickly, trying to add another one here. As we mentioned, they will not let up. They will play their game to the last whistle, and they expect you to do the same. And Penguins will have to try to fight here to do so. Minute 45 to go. UMass staying strong, going inside. Again, that one saved. I believe that was another body save there by Alyssa Edwards. So, again, just doing what she can back there. Facing so many shots.
Oh yeah, ample amount of shots. Over 40 in a game. That's crazy for a game of this stature. 21 goals to 40 shots. Lacrosse is a high-scoring, fast-paced games. We've seen the scores as we see here with 21, but then you'll have another game where it'll be 20-20, and there's 40 total goals. Lacrosse is very unpredictable, and you just never know how it's going to go. Like they say in football, any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday. Today's a Saturday, but it still rings true. Any given day you play can be the day that stuff changes. Penguins will be hoping for that going forward, hoping for a little bit of change here. They're going to fall in this one and not win.
Still, even with 50 seconds left, playing their defense, causing the turnover. And they're still going to press. Coming up about 35 seconds. But UMass has just looked amazing this whole game from start to finish, both ends of the field. Another great save to end it by Alyssa Edwards.
It's going to be UMass ball, so she's got to get quickly back in the crease there.
And no time allowed for a reset for the goalie, so.
She does, but fouled there. So with time ticking down, 14.9 seconds on the clock, UMass will go 1-0 in their MAC opener, first ever MAC game, and they look like they might run the conference here. Come from running another conference, potentially running the Mid-American Conference. So they'll be 1-0 on the season in conference play, 6-2 overall, while Youngstown State will fall to 0-7 total, 0-1 in this MAC opener. So we'll see these last final 10 seconds.
Yeah, UMass extending that streak of no conference losses since 2018. Great start in the MAC for them. Everybody else in the MAC should be worried about UMass.
And I think they are. There was a reason they were picked to finish first by most teams in that preseason coaches poll, as we see them win 21-3 here on the Penguins today in the MAC opener. New conference doesn't matter. UMass gets it done. That is the most goals the Penguins have allowed this season with 21, and the least goals they've scored with 3. So they're going to be hoping for something different as they go on the road at Robert Morris Thursday at 5 p.m. for another MAC contest. We'll see what happens. Our next home game is going to be end of the month, March 28th versus Kent State at noon. We'll see you back then. We hope you have a great day. I'm Will Anderson, joined by Zach Sedzikowski, and from everyone here on the broadcast, we want to wish you a great Saturday and a great weekend.